Hello everyone, my name is Prajwal and today we are going to discuss this problem chef and gift. This problem is rated as cakewalk on CodeChef. So guys, if you haven't read the problem yet, go back and read it and then come back and watch the solution. In this problem, we are given an array A of size n. So we are given n elements A1, A2 up till An, and we have to choose a non-empty consecutive segment such that it has exactly k even numbers, and this k is actually given to us in the input also. Now this segment can actually have as many odd numbers as it can. There are no restrictions on the odd numbers. So we have to check whether this segment exists or not. We have to output yes and no accordingly. So the test case given to us are from 1 to 10. The length of this array can be from 1 to 50. The k can be from 0 to n, and the range of elements can be from 1 to n. So let us look at some test cases. In the first test case, we are given the array 1 and 2 and k is equal to 1. So in this we can select the last element, or also we can also select both the elements 1 and 2. Since the subsegment exists, the answer is yes. In the second test case, we are given 2, 6 and 5 and k is equal to 2. In this test case, we can select the first two elements, or we can also select the three elements. Since the subsegment exists, the answer is y. In the third, we have 2, 4 and 5. K is equal to 3. Now the number of even numbers are just 2, hence we cannot get 3 even numbers. So the answer is no. In the fourth test, we have 1, 2, 4 and 5 and k is equal to 2. In this, we can select the middle two elements. We can also select this subarray or this, or we can select the whole subarrays, as there is no restriction on the odd numbers. Hence the answer is yes. Moving on to the solution. In this problem, we are given a sequence A1, A2 till An. So now let us remove all the odd integers because they do not play a part in any way. We can have as many as odd integers as we want in the final subsegment. So let us say finally we are left with a sequence E1, E2 till Em, where all these integers are even. So now we have two cases. Case 1, if m is less than k. Now if the number of even integers present in the array is itself less than the k, then we cannot choose exactly k, hence the answer is always no. Now case 2 is m is greater than or equal to k. In this scenario, we can choose any subarray of size k from this even integers, and this will itself as that the final subsegment. Hence, in this case, the answer is yes. So the final solution only rests down to finding the number of even numbers in the original array present to us. Now, there is one edge case, that if k is equal to 0, in this case, we have to choose a non-empty subsequence, a non-empty subsegment. So we need to choose some odd integer. But suppose in the original array A, there is no odd integer, which means that A is all even integers. In this case, m will be is equal to n. So when k is 0 and all the integers are even, we need to output no. Else, we can output yes. We can select any odd element from the original array and that would act as a subsegment with k is equal to 0. Moving on to the complexity. So our problem has been reduced to finding the number of even integers in an array. This can be done in order of n time. We only need one pass from start to end to find the number of even integers. The space complexity is also order of n because we need order of n space to store the original array. So guys, let us move on to the code. I have already processed the input. Now I will use a variable count to count the number of even integers. Then we iterate over the array, and if the current element is even, then we increment count by 1. So now if k is 0 and count is n, this is the edge case, then we output no. Else, we know that we can always take a subsegment, hence we will check the condition that if count is greater than equal to k, then we output yes, else we will output no. So guys, this is pretty much the whole code. Try to code it yourself, and if you face any issue, then come back and see it again. So guys, I hope you understood the problem well, and if you have any questions, drop a comment below and like the video, and don't forget to subscribe to get the latest updates from CodeChef. Thank you and goodbye.